Hi everyone, Laura Roman here. Thanks so much for joining me. If you are joining me live or are you joining me in replay, I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate your coming and joining me in sesh. I am a licensed psychotherapist and relationship expert in private practice, and I am here I'm going to move this down a little bit. I am here twice a week, and what I do is I give you some inspiration and some tips and tricks on having a more dynamic life, a more dynamic relationship, a healthier life, a healthier relationship. And I would love it if you were to follow me. That'd be great. And today's topic, I'll talk to you a little bit more about how you can work with me and that kind of thing. But today's topic is one that I see a lots of, and I have known both in my personal life and my professional life, people who want this, who talk about it and don't do anything about it. And that is to feel empowered in their lives and to feel empowered in their relationships. Now, empowerment is something that would take probably a whole lot more than 10 minutes to talk about. But I do want to say this. When we talk about not being empowered in a relationship, what that means is that I feel like I am being taken advantage of, or I'm not appreciated, or I feel like I'm being put down. Sometimes I feel like a victim. Sometimes, and what I do is I blame everyone. I blame my partner. I blame people around me. Blaming. Okay, all of that stuff does not empower you. What all that stuff does is that really disempowers you, because what I'm doing is I'm saying I cannot be in charge of my life. Everyone else is in charge of my life. My life circumstances are in charge of my life. My partner is in charge of my life, but I am not in charge of my life. And that is a prescription for a disempowered relationship, or how you're feeling within that relationship. What people say to me, like I've had women come in and we talk about this. We talk about, what is it that you're doing in your relationship? How are you handling it? How are you talking to your partner? How are you getting your point across? How do you feel like you have some strength within the relationship and you don't need to crumble and be crushed every time they say something to you? Well, what most people do is that they say to me, but you don't understand. Like when he says stuff to me, I always fight with him. I always get my point across. I let him know. Or another way that people will deal with it is that they totally shut down. I don't put up with his shit because I shut down. I walk out of the room. I'm not going to deal with this crap. Okay, well, what I'm going to tell you is in both cases, neither one of those is empowerment. Because in the first case, if you are fighting with somebody, what you are saying to them is, I have to defend my position, or I have to defend what I'm doing, or I have to defend myself. And the fact of the matter is that if I feel confident about whatever it is that I'm doing, I'm saying, if they're criticizing me, whatever it is, if I'm feeling confident about it, that I don't have to defend it. I don't have to fight with you about it, and I don't have to, bring you over to my side, and I don't have to defend myself, and I don't have to fight with you about it. Because the fact is that, sorry about that, if I am feeling powerful, then I don't have to defend anything. All I have to do is I have to say, that's what I'm doing. That's what I did. I don't have to defend myself. You can say whatever you want. You can get as pissed off at me as you want. But the fact of the matter is that there is nothing that I have done that I have to fight with you about it. You don't have to agree with me. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That is power. Power is when I don't have to scream and yell at you. When I don't have to say, you don't understand. No, they don't understand. So what? What difference does it make? And what I do is I see people always pulling them onto their side or defending their position. No, you don't have to agree with me. I can even understand that you don't agree with me. And preface it by saying, I know that this is something you want me to do. I totally get it. But I'm not going to do it. I even understand why you may be criticizing me, but I don't care. I'm still going to do it the way I want to do it. The thing is that you always want to accept your personal power. You don't have to belittle someone. You don't have to fight with somebody. You don't have to bring them to your side. You don't have to convince them of anything. The fact is that if I'm feeling confident and positive about myself and my position, then I don't have to bring you over and I don't have to defend it with you. And I certainly don't have to scream at you. When I say to clients, you know what, you don't really even have to fight with your partner. They're like, what? Of course, he's a jerk, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Here's the deal. I really love you. I care about you. I care about what you think, but I'm still going to do it my way. If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you, but I'm not going to fight with you about it. That is true empowerment. If you find that someone's critical of you, you may even ask them, like, why are you criticizing me? Like, I don't get it. Like, why do you feel the need to do that with me? Because the fact of the matter is that when you start becoming curious, when you start asking questions, when you ask someone to tell you why they're acting the way they're acting, that is a perfect way to really get into what's going on, to find out what's going on, and it also blindsides them because they don't know what to do. Because what we do a lot of, and I'm going to talk about in Sesh on Friday, is how we interact with each other, right? And what we do and how we start out in that pattern. And I'm going to talk to you about the pattern and how to begin to break the pattern, right? Because I will talk to you about that because that's what happens a lot of in relationship. But when you are feeling empowered, you don't have to do any of those things. The other thing you don't have to do is you don't have to just shut up. Because people do one of two things when they're feeling disempowered. One is, like I said, they start to fight and defend themselves. The other thing is they just shut down. It's not worth fighting about. I'm not going to get anything out of this, blah, blah, blah. But that is just as disempowering as fighting about it, because the fact is that when you shut down, then everything's cut off. I can't get anywhere with my partner. I've closed everything off and now I'm feeling bad. I'm going to sulk and I'm going to go into, whatever I go into, and I'm just going to, let myself feel bad. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be sulky. And I'm just going to pout. And pouting gets you nowhere. So my suggestion is to ask the questions or to not defend yourself, but to accept it and to own it and to say, yes, this is what I feel. Yes, this is where I stand. Yes, this is why I did it. That is empowerment. Therefore, when I feel really empowered, like I said, I don't have to crush anyone. I don't have to be mean to anyone. I don't have to call anyone names. I never have to do anything like that because I'm talking to them out of a place of power, a place of honesty, and a place of really standing my ground and feeling confident and really solid in my ability to do that. And you can take that into your marriage, into your relationship, into the world, because those are the things that are going to really help you to live the life that you want to live, but also to feel really empowered within that life. So that is my in-sesh for today, and I hope that that was helpful for you. And if it was, please share it out with your family and friends. Also, please follow me. I would love it if you were going to do that. If you haven't yet, please sign up for my newsletter. My first one went out today, and I'm going to have one go out not next week, but the week after. It's going to be about borderline personality disorder and how it affects other things besides our marriages, and maybe even how it affects our marriages. So keep tuned for that, and please sign up for my newsletter. Thank you so much for being here. I am Laura Roman. I am a licensed psychotherapist and a relationship expert in private practice. Love you. Thank you for being here. See you on Friday, and we're going to talk more about breaking that cycle. No matter who it's with, break it now.